film this video or if I'm gonna completely regret this and give up after a day. Either way, I tried. And you'll know if you're seeing this that I tried my very best, okay? I tried my very best. We, you and me, collectively as a team, are gonna be waking up at 5 a.m. Waking up at 5 a.m. to read. It is currently, where's my phone? It's April 6th. It's 9 p.m. right now. I'm gonna stop talking and I will see you at 5 in the morning. Got the cameras. Surprisingly, I feel pretty awake. I'm up. We did it. Day 1. Well, I still gotta stay up and read, but we woke up. I want to read on my Kindle just because I haven't been recently, and I've been reading Keeping 13, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm like 50% of the way through, but I had to stop because it was getting to be a lot, but I wanna keep reading it, and the whole series is on Kindle Unlimited, so I think I'm gonna read this, and then if I get bored of reading my Kindle, if I don't want to read on my Kindle anymore, I'm also reading Magnolia Parks, and I have the physical book, so we'll switch between. It is currently 6:26. I have to leave in just a couple minutes to go feed a cat that I'm watching, but I got to chapter 67 of Keeping 13. Oh my god, that's all I have to say. This book is insane. It's insane. I'm probably just gonna bring my Kindle cat sitting with me so that I can keep reading while I hang out with the cat. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, at 5 a.m. again. It's 6 right now. I needed like an hour to just read. Finished Keeping 13 yesterday. Kept reading, finished that, and I started The Naturals, which I do have. I don't know where it is. I do have a physical copy of it, but it's on Kindle Unlimited. And I didn't know that. I saw it yesterday after I finished Keeping 13. I started to start it. I'm at 47%. Chapter 21. It was a lot harder getting up this morning than it was yesterday. I also think part of that is knowing like it's Monday, so I'm gonna have class and like other things to do. The garbage truck is here. I'm gonna keep reading. I don't have anything to do today until 8:30 this morning, so I'll probably read till like 7:30, and then get ready for the day. I did fall asleep. It's currently 7:07. I did fall asleep, but we're back. I'm feeling much more awake. I got about 50% of the way through. I don't know if you can see that. I got like 50% of the way through The Naturals before I fell asleep. I still have some time before I have to like be up and getting ready. So I'm gonna read some more. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm still reading The Naturals. I've got 67% left, so it's gonna take me a little over an hour to finish it. So I should finish it today. I am so upset. I just finished The Naturals, and I was like, oh, I want to start the second one because the first one was so good. And it's not on Kindle Unlimited. Only the first one is on, like, why would you do? I'm gonna double check right now on my phone, because sometimes my Kindle doesn't show everything that's on Kindle Unlimited for some reason. Like, I don't know why, but like, why would you put, this is so sick and twisted. Why would you do this to me? It's $9. It is $9. My choices right now, I'm between reading Punk 57, because it is on Kindle Unlimited, and I have the physical copy, but I started reading it like last year, I think, and DNF'd it. Soft DNF, but I DNF'd it. Or I can go into Saving Six, I think it is. The third book in the Boys of Tommen series. Is that about Claire and Gibbs? Who's it about? But I think Claire and Gibbsy's book just came out. So I don't think this is about Claire and Gibbsy. It's about Joey? I don't want to read about Joey. Sorry. I don't want to read about Joey. I could start the Addicted series, because it's all on Kindle Unlimited and I do have the first one. Maybe I'll do that. I think I'm gonna do Addicted to You. Okay, I downloaded it. I'm gonna read on my Kindle. Also, time update. It's 6:30. It's currently 7:10. 41% of the way through this book. I don't know where I was this morning, because honestly, I was so tired. I didn't even look. But I'm liking it more than I thought I was going to. I was worried that I wasn't gonna like, because they're both addicts and they're fake dating each other to hide their addiction from their families, because they're like childhood friends. And I honestly was like, I like fake dating and I like friends to lovers, like childhood friends. I always think that's a cute trope, but I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about like them being addicts. But I don't hate it as much as I thought I was going to. I think I was gonna hate it, but I just didn't think I was gonna like it as much. Obviously, I'm almost halfway through, so. And this book has always intimidated me, because this series is such a big series. There's like, how many books are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? That's not right, because this doesn't even have... Is it 2 different series? I'm so confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10? I don't know. I think there's like 2 different series. I don't know. That like connects or something. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. I work at 10. I have a couple of hours before I have to leave or to start getting ready, so I'm gonna read for a little bit longer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. I think today is gonna be the last day that I do this. Yeah. You can't see that. But you also can't see me. I'm 55% of the way through Addicted to You. So we're gonna keep reading this. It is 7:19. I just finished Addicted to You. It was so good. I was not expecting the ending, like well, I kind of suspected the ending, but then I was like, no, like, why would they do that? Because I do that every time. I'm like, oh, I feel like, but then I'm like, no, that's not good. And it does. It happens every time, and I'm like, wait, what am I kind of smart? I immediately want to read the second book. That never happens. I'm such like, I will read the first book in the series and then like not want to go to the second one because I'm like over it and I want to read something else, and then like months later I'll go back and read the second one and be like, God, why did I wait so long to read the second book? But for this one, like, I want to read the second one so bad. And unlike some people, these authors put the whole series on Kindle Unlimited, not just the first book. I think the second one is Ricochet. I'm gonna double check. I don't know. I'm gonna go on TikTok and see what people say, like how other people have read it, because I really just like, I kind of am like, I want to know what happens. Okay, I have been thoroughly TikTok educated on the series, order, how to read it, and what book is about who. So it's Addicted to You, Ricochet, and Addicted for Now are Lily and Lo's books. Kiss the Sky is Connor and Rose's book. Hot House Flower is Daisy and Reich. I don't really know Daisy because she's only 15, which is weird because Reich is like old. Not old, but like he's like in his 20s and she's 15. So hopefully that book takes place in the future. I think Thrive is Kiss the Sky and Hot House Flower recap, but in Lily and Lo's point of view. Addicted After All is like the ending for Lily and Lo's story, and then Fuel the Fire and Long Way Down are the ending of the other people's books, and then Some Kind of Perfect is the epilogue that takes place like 10 years after all the books end. So there's 10 books in the series, which is insane, but they're in like little like sets, like beginning, middle, end. I'm gonna start Ricochet because that's the order I was told to read it in, and it follows Lily and Lo still. So I'm happy. It's 7:30. I made waffles. I'm gonna eat those, read my book, and then get ready for the day and give a recap on everything that I've read. I'm so excited. This was such a good reading week. I read so many books. We did it! I can officially say that I've woken up for a week straight at 5 in the morning, which is crazy. And I don't really want to do it again anytime soon. But we did it! High five. These are all of the books that we finished in the challenge, which is crazy because I never read this many books in a week. And like, I've been averaging probably 3 books a month this year, on average 3 to 4 books a month. This is like crazy to read in 1 week when I've been averaging this in 4 weeks. I'm so proud of myself. Let's talk about my feelings for each one of these books because, oh my gosh, this was a really good reading week for me. Like, I liked all of the books that I read. Keeping 13, listen, I read Binding 13. I read Binding 13 in like end of January, beginning of February, I think. And I had really mixed feelings about it. I didn't really like it, but I just kept reading it because I couldn't really put it down. And then the further that I got into it, the more that I started caring about the characters and becoming so much more invested. And when I started Keeping 13, I had no idea that this is where it was going to go. This book is heart-wrenching and so painful to read, and I put it down for 2 months. I started reading this beginning of February and it's now beginning of April and I finished it. But I had to take that like 2-month gap in between to mentally recover from what I read in this book. I think I don't actually know what I rated this. Let me look at my Goodreads, hold on. So these are tentative ratings. I just want to put that out there. I did rate it 4 stars. I think I said it was more like a 3.5, 3.75. So good. I don't want to talk too much about the plot because it is the second book in a series and I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't read the first book, but so good. Worth the read, worth the time. So 4 stars. Good job, Chloe Walsh. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I went into this not skeptical, but a little bit like, because I didn't love the Inheritance Games. I read the first one and I gave it a 3 stars. Like, it was just a fine book, but I felt like there was so much hype around it that I expected it to be so much better. And I feel like this was the same way where like there was so much hype about it and everybody was raving about it. So I went in with like, I might not love it, but I still don't want to read it because it's intriguing. And I so enjoyed this book. So much better than the Inheritance Games. This is what I wanted the Inheritance Games to be. Like, I felt like Inheritance Games, there was just something that was missing. Like, the suspense wasn't there enough for me. This got me. If you don't know, The Naturals is basically, there's this FBI program that's not like, nobody knows about it. It's not like open to the public, if that makes sense. And they recruit teenagers with natural abilities to read people to help solve cold cases. Cassie's the main girl. She's a natural profiler, which means she's just really good at reading people and being able to like understand their lives just based on appearance. And so she gets recruited. There's one other profile in the group, and then there's also like a girl that is like a human lie detector, a girl that's really good at reading patterns, a boy that's really great at like, he's able to just read emotions based on just looking at a person. He knows exactly what you're thinking and exactly what you're feeling. But Cassie's mom was murdered when she was younger, and they never like figured out who did it. They never found her body. Like, she went missing, but the crime scene, it was obvious that like she was murdered. Cassie is
recruited in this program and they're like, this isn't about your mom, like we just want you to solve cold cases, and she's like, I'm gonna figure out who killed my mom. It's just basically her like going through the program, being trained by FBI agents, trying to solve cold cases. It's so interesting. Obviously you saw me be so upset when the second book, I had to pay for the second book on Kindle, so I'm probably just gonna purchase the like physical copy of the second book to read, because this is definitely a series that I really, really, really want to continue. I think I also rated this around a 4 stars, like 3.75, 4 stars. It was so good. Obviously, I then read Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I don't know why their names are so, it's like a tongue twister to me. Again, like I said, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about this going in. Another 4-star read. Another 4-star read. I'm so excited to see their relationship grow. I feel like in a lot of books, in series, you don't get to see character growth as much as you do when the characters start out so flawed. Like when you start out with a perfect character, you're like, okay, like how is this person really gonna grow if they're already normal? So I feel like when you start out with characters that are just really going through it, being able to see their character growth and everything that they go through is so much more satisfying, and I'm so excited to see how both of them cope with everything and how they grow and like what happens to their relationship. Like I'm just so invested in their relationship already. And also, these books are short. Wait a minute. This has a bonus chapter. Oh, I have to read this. My Kindle didn't have this. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that I saw that. Oh my god. I'm so excited to see the rest of their relationship and everything that plays out, and it was so good. It was so good. I haven't finished Ricochet, obviously, because I just started it. I literally just finished the first chapter, and that's it. Those are my reviews for all of my books. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye!